Good day. So our activity for today is the Italic Gothic lettering or the inclined Gothic lettering. So to prepare, you have to use graphing paper, roller or any straight edge instrument, and your mechanical pencil. So to start with, the height of the letter is 4 spaces, 1 2 3 4. Then width of the letter is 1 2 3. So therefore this is now the space intended for your letter A, capital. But we are going to make an inclined Gothic lettering, so therefore you have to provide an inclined line so that you will be guided on the inclination of the letter. So you have to use one space for the inclination. So this is now the space intended for our letter A. And for the small letter A, you have to skip or leave one space and make another inclined line. And since we are now doing the small letter, we only have to use 2 spaces for the width of the small letter. Then on the next letter, letter B, you have to skip or leave one space. Then the same with 1 2 3. Then another inclined line. Then for the small letter B, skip one space or leave one space. Then 2 spaces for the width. Then letter C, until you will complete the entire preparation of the 26 letters in the alphabet, and so that your paper will look like this. So for the letters having tail, you have to extend your inclination until to this point, so that you will be guided on the inclination of the descender or the tail of the letter. So until such that in the number, the same inclination 1 2 3 4, then the width of each number is 1 2. So therefore your space is 1 2 1 2 3 4. So 2 by 4 spaces intended for the number. So to start with, for the letter A, you have to do it slowly. Take your time, and since this is 3 spaces, you have to find the center and do the inclination. So you may position your paper according to your comfort. So not necessarily that you're going to position it straight or whatever position, as long as you're comfortable drawing your capital letter A. Okay, this is our letter A. Then for the small letter A, letter B, take your time. Now, for the middle or the center bar of our letter B, we do not know where is the end point. So therefore, so that you will be guided, the end point of the letter B, middle bar, you have to provide an inclined letter so that when you draw this stroke, you have the end point. Then this one, letter B, small letter, letter C, until you will finish your 26 characters. But as I've said, you have to take your time. Do not hurry. Okay, so we have here our another problem. As I've said, you have to make a guideline or the inclination so that you will know the end point of your bar. F, the same problem as we have in the letter B and the letter E. So you have to make an inclined line to determine the endpoint of your letter or stroke. Then letter F, small letter. Then letter G. Okay, so this is now what I am telling you. You will be guided on the positioning of the tail of the letter. So the next line, you have to skip 1, 2, 3 spaces to give space for this descender lettering. Then letter H. So as you can see, the small letter is not the same height of the capital letter but just the same. You have to use the uniform inclination of your guide. Okay, so we are now in the letter K. So as I've said, you have to do it. You have to take your time in order to make your letter presentable. M. Okay, by the way, M is considered wide letter in the alphabet. So therefore, you have to make or use 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces for the width of the letter M, as well as the height of the letter M is also 4 spaces. So this is our space intended for the letter M. So the center we have here. So inclined. Okay, now the problem is for the small letter M, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3 spaces. So you have to get the center, then make or provide an inclined line so that you will be guided when it comes to the presentation of your small letter M. Then we have N. Okay, the next line we have our letter O. P. Now, letter P, you have to provide so that you will know the end point. Then Q. Then R. The same problem. Provide. Presence of mind is very important so that you will not miss the letters in the alphabet. S, then small letter S. Take note of the strokes that we are going to use so that we will be making its letter properly. Do not hurry. Take your time. Center for the letter B. Then, so take note, I have committed a mistake. So you have to do it properly. Okay. W. The same as in letter M, this is considered as the wide letter in the alphabet. So therefore, we are going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 for the width. Then for the inclination of each leg, you have to do this. Then this one. Okay, so this is our W, while the small W is 1, 2, 3 spaces. Then you have to get the center. This one is the center. Provide your inclined line so that you will know where to position the parts or the legs of each letter W. Then X, Y. So this is the center of letter Y. Okay. Then last letter in the alphabet, Z. And as for the numbers, as I've said, you have to use the same inclination, but this time we are going to use 3 spaces for the height of each number. So this one is 1. So I have here number 3. Then it's up to you if you're going to use this style. Then number 4. Okay, so this is now our Italic Gothic lettering. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed. You will enjoy doing this activity.